What's up, family? New York Knicks. This is y'all Eastern Conference to lose. This is y'all Eastern Conference to lose. New York Knicks. Do you hear me? Clean. This should be a clean walkthrough. Smooth operation. Nobody gonna get hurt. Nobody gonna get hurt. You in and out like a bank robbery. Nobody gonna get hurt. This New York Knicks team, guys, they hooping right now. They are balling right now. Real quick, when I look at these other teams in the Eastern Conference, whether it's the Cavs, I'm a big Donovan Mitchell fan. Just too hot and cold. They struggle with the Raptors long defenders, versatility on the defensive side of the ball. James Harden was diabolical again, like he always is in the playoffs. If y'all know me, I'm not the biggest James Harden guy. Obviously, he's a Hall of Famer. Obviously, he's a great ISO scorer. But what use is that if you're not producing when it counts? So I'm just not high on the Cavs. The two big men for the Cavs, they weak to me. I like Mobley, but it always feel like Mobley is hot and cold. It's like something is missing. I put him in the same category with Jaren Jackson. It's just something is missing, and Jared Allen is trash to me. So Cavs are inconsistent. Pistons, I don't believe it. I think they're led by a superstar, and that's it. I think that, they have some weaknesses on their team, and I think, you're probably going to need one more year of playoff development from these guys. But I like what the Pistons have done, but I just don't see them getting past the Knicks in a 7-game series. So, when I look at the Knicks, man, they're not fucking around games, closeout games. They're not fucking around. They eating their food, they filling their bellies up in game 7 and not playing with their food, and they throwing the bones out. They ate Atlanta Hawks up for fucking breakfast and threw the bones out. Left it to the scavengers. How do you be up 70-20 in the second quarter, going into halftime? Mike Brown, after everybody got on his ass about the comment he had when I think they lost the game against the Hawks. I think it was like game 3 or game 4, where he came out and said something, where I hope we win. Nigga, you the head coach. You better say we about to win. You in New York City. Stuff like that will get you fired. You know not to say that again, talking about, yeah, well, I hope we can win. No, you better win. Ever since that comment, they haven't been playing around, man. And this is why you go from the defensive stalwart that Tom Thibodeau was to offensive stalwart and Mike Brown. This team was kind of struggling. Not necessarily struggling to be a NBA final favorite in the regular season. It kind of was, hit or miss during the regular season with just the chemistry and just not being able to close out games. But they figured it out, man. And my biggest thing always, a lot of us when we watch Knicks, we don't want to see Brunson, not getting his teammates involved in being on ball all game night, pounding the ball for long periods of the shot clock. It's just sometimes you could kind of take the offense could get stagnant with Brunson domination, because when you're doing it all night, all game, other guys are not in their rhythm. You got to get other guys some looks. And now what I'm noticing what the Knicks are doing now, guys, they got Karl Towns playing point forward. Karl Towns had 10 assists last night. And they letting Jalen Brunson play a shooting guard off-ball type vibe, where now we're getting everybody involved. And I say, man, it's going to be a long effing night when you got guys like Miles McBride going off for 20, Mitchell Robinson hitting free throws, Josh Harden hitting open shots, Miles Bridges is playing consistent, and that was always been the weakest link all year in the starting 5. Miles Bridges with his shooting inconsistencies. Now you mean to tell me he's hooping now? Then you got Clarkson coming off. Last year always was the bench problem. Now you got guys that's hitting shots. Clarkson was always one of a pretty good six-man scorer off the bench. You bring him in. Now, he may not be the John Clarkson of old, but he still know how to score and come in and give you some good 10, 12 minutes. Landry Shamet has been a sniper from three. So they're getting the most out of everybody's, this whole 7-game stretch of them on a 7-game winning streak. 7-game winning streak. Can you believe that? I mean, I'm reading the numbers, guys. 12 points for Shamet. Bridges, 12 points. Clarkson, 7. McBride had 25. Brunson had 22. And you're doing this without your best defender, OG Anunoby. You're doing this without OG. And OG has been phenomenal for them this whole playoffs. Hitting circus shots, hitting last-second shots on the shot clock. So this team is cooking. And as for Jalen Brunson, I know I got on him, but guys, this guy got he's the best guard with post work in the league. His post work, him able to coming off pick and roll and set guys up on the defensive one-on-one. He has so many counters when he gets to the middle of the floor in the mid-range, where he doing these up and unders and have the defense biting on his pump face. He is elite at his post work and being able to manipulate one-on-one defenses. Brunson is this will go down as one of the and even if they do get to the finals and probably lose to OKC, I still feel like what Brunson has done, man, he's going to be one of the best Knicks of all time, because I've never seen a Knicks player like this in a long time carry it, not even necessarily carry a team, just be so efficient in playoffs. He's been extremely great for them. This was a great pickup, because it was a gamble betting on Brunson. It was a gamble, with the free agencies, and more so the Mavericks were being built around Luka. And just him having more opportunities off the double team from Luka, and him being able to, to make the most out of his position in Dallas. Then you come to New York, you pay the money, you pay the bread to see what this guy can do for your program, and he's answered every question. This team fits New York. They play hard. They're physical. They're not the most cockiest, arrogant Knicks team I've seen. But they very, very they're humble warriors. Brunson not really much of a go back and forth with the shit talking, but you get him riled up, he gonna get on your ass and start going off. And Josh Hart is a warrior. He's an Iron Man for this team. Bridges, Iron Man. OG, they just physical and they relentless, man. And this will be the season, man. If you can't get to the finals, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know, man. And this is what I would want to see. I want to see OKC in the Knicks. I don't think I would want to see Detroit. I don't think that'll be a good matchup at all for them, for OKC. I don't at all. And then Cavs is just a little bit too inconsistent for me, for my liking. But this could be a good David Goliath, man. A high-power offense like this going against the elite defense like OKC, man. So, I'm not going to jump too far over the gun because, a lot of stuff can happen, man. We got a long road to the finals, but I'm very impressed with this Knicks team. And for the fans, man, I know the Knicks fans, I know y'all be going crazy, but y'all got to remember that shit y'all pulled last year when y'all played the Pacers, when y'all thought y'all was going to take over that series, and then y'all doing diabolical stuff, dunking on guys' head with trash bins and recycle bins and all of that crap, and y'all lost. So that's why I say, man, just be even keel, be excited that your team is in the conference finals again, but you got to take it one game at a time because things can change, bro, quickly. But this team has been clearly, man, been top 2 team so far in the playoffs. It is. And Brunson has been, I mean, it's time to start talking, man. Maybe, you know, Brunson might be right after SGA. You know, I don't know with the point guards whether you want to put Luka over Brunson, but I mean, from what he does, man, the consistency in the playoffs and the durability, and you know, at least I know Brunson may be small to play defense consistently, but at least he gives effort. You know, and but I think they built the right program around him to hide the deficiencies on the defensive end for him. You know, because it kind of was, he was kind of getting his shit fried from CJ, but I'm very proud of this Knicks team, man. It's just a matter of time if they can continue this out for the conference finals. So that's all I got. Y'all be safe.